Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. As always, always appreciate your support. So, I got a few things going on in here. I'm trying to make it nicer. This is the most room I've ever had. It's just been great. I just have been really happy with what's going on. So, like I said, I'm trying to spruce the place up a little bit, make it a little bit more fun. And so here's the first thing I did. Yep, that's a 50-inch 4K TV. Love it. It's great. I love it. But you're not here for a TV. Although I can sell you a TV. But I'm trying to make up a little bit about a video I made about electricity, showing the underneath of this and the wiring and blah, blah, blah. And I was just so giddy, I was kind of like just hopping all over, which is not unusual for me. But I want to kind of straighten some things out, talk about some new stuff that I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I've got some stuff at the table right over here, and we're going to talk about all this good stuff. Electricity. Okay, so I just want to start with what I've got on here. That'll make sense here in just a minute. But those along the back wall there with the blue tape around it, those are all the turnouts that use the switch machines. So there's 5 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 5 switch machines for those. And I already put those lights in. So as we go down here, we've got that turnout, and that turnout are all in a line. And then here, it's a little bit more to the right, closer to me. There's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to show you here in a minute why I'm explaining this in just a second. So now, here are the 5 buttons for those switch machines right there. And the way that that track was played, or played, these are just sitting here. But this is what I'm going to do with those turnouts that are closer to me. So I'm going to have the first 3 right there in a row, second one, 3 in a row. This area right here is going to be dedicated for lighting on the layout, and we'll get into that more in a little bit later. And then we have the big switch here that is for the isolated track. So that's the way it's going to look, and it, for me, makes sense. And all of that track has the red positive close to me and the black close. So if I hit the switch down, it goes to the red side. If I hit the switch up, it goes to the black side. So let me get rid of this real quick, and we'll go through a few more things. Okay, so I'm going to break down what I messed up. It was a little confusing. So let's just talk about this right here. Just this. So this is coming off the DCC. This is the track voltage. So you come up to one of these where, I'm going to sit that right there. Now you've got the capability of running to another place that needs track voltage, but then you can have these come off to do that. Okay, so there is track voltage. It's a DCC or DC if that's what you've got, and that's how it works. And all your track has to be, you know, one rail is always positive, one rail is always negative. So that's the simple part. Now, here's where I kind of messed up. And I'm sorry about this shadow here, but I can't do anything with it. So then the power comes through comes into here and 2 wires go toward the switch machine. Now I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Scoot this down. There we go. So these are on the Walther switch machines. Here's one right here. Turn around like that. So these are just micro switches on each side. It has nothing to do with this motor making this thing go back and forth. It has nothing to do with that. It is only if you need it for something else. You can use these to power the frogs. You can use these for signal lights. There are other ways to do that are on this machine. You can see all the writing that's all over this thing. And there's different ways. You can definitely hook up some signal lights with these. Okay. So this, where I put this at, this is the wire that's going to go to the frog. And then you're going to have a positive and negative on one of those. What you need to do is just look at the track, and we're going to talk about it in a minute, and we can figure out how to make sure that you're going to provide the correct polarity to the frog when need be. So this is just power, extra power, and again, this is track power. So because you're connecting positives and negatives from the track to make sure you don't get a short. So that is that. Now another area where I kind of screwed up is this, the power that comes in to the switch machines to make them go like that. Okay, so there's a PC board that you can use with the switch machines. It powers them so that, it can go like this. So the wiring, and this is what they give you to do that. It just plugs right into the side of it. Just like that here. Okay. And if this is being used for some logic stuff, you just make sure that the wires, in this case, you would turn this one upside down. The yellow wire is not actually what does that. And doing this with with my phone being all tight and up there, it was a little rough. But power can come in and power can go out. You can what's called daisy chain up to 4 switches by just running it 1-to-1 rather than running wires all the way from the circuit board to each one of your turnouts. Okay, I will point out one thing. I bought these because, if you want to switch the wires here, obviously if you soldered it, and then you got to redo it. So I bought these. I thought these were going to fit my new switches like this, but these are like steel, man. I mean, I couldn't get those things to spread to go on there. So while between I talked about the track up there and came down here, Amazon came and I bought these. Now these are made of copper, and with I actually start with one of these and get it in there and open it up a little bit, and then my little screwdriver here got it to where it's going to fit on here. Perfect. But yeah, there's different ones. I'm not going to solder all this stuff. I'm just going to clip it on because who knows what I'm going to do, change my mind later, which I often do. So a little extra information with no additional charge. So 12 volt comes in. You have 12 volt lighting too, by the way. So if you have a converter, a plug-in that brings out 12 volts, you can run it from here and, use one of these things. And you can take that to power 12 volt lighting. And you can do that for the 12 volt power to the switch machines. So that can be all separate. It is not anything to do with the track. Okay? So we're going to go over here and we're going to talk about this frog thing. So this is just a bad diagram, and I totally agree with that. But I'm going to use this as a pointer. So you've got that little throw bar here, and when you're going straight on the track, this moves back here, so it can just roll freely. And then if it's going to make the turnout, then it touches a rail, and then you're going to head down this way, right? So what you've got to do, this frog has no power to it, right? Out of the package. So in this case, this is black. This is going to have to be black because it's touching this. Then you want the black for the frog. And obviously this is going to be black too. And if this is straight, if this is in this position, then you need the red. So you look at each turnout, you figure out, okay, what is it when you're just going straight? And you could be, your layout's your layout. So, but either way, you have a black and a red, or a positive and negative. So just look at that. Then take the switch machine and say, okay, if I have continuity between this and this, and you know that this is the red wire, then in that position, there's where it is. And so then you put the black up here. And before you get all wound up and think, oh, okay, that's pretty easy, you go back up and you test continuity between the frog and the rails according to what they should be. And if you're doing multiple of them, I did 7 of these, and I messed up on 2 of them. But I did that. Don't run a train till you make sure that's good, so you don't have a short. Now my DCC system can handle it, but I'm still wiring these frogs. Okay. There'll be more on that along the line, but that's just a simple way to look at this. And last but not least is the isolated tracks, the ones that I park engines on, and the only time I need power to them is if I'm going to move something. So this is isolated on both ends. Then there's an on and off switch here. So that's off normally. And I would recommend that you put in a light with this, just so that, if you forget to turn it off, you don't want those engines sitting there getting that power and not being, just don't do it. Excuse me for a second. So when you turn the switch on, this has track. Once it gets off there, turn it off, unless you're moving another train. So pretty simple. Now, I think you probably think that I love lights, and I do. I will not argue that. So real quick, this is let's do this here. Okay, this is double pole, double throw. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. This little guy right here is a single pole, single throw. It only has 3 connections. On these type of switches, this is always the common. So this is going to go, for example, if you're going to use this for polarity for the frog, this would be the frog wire, or positive and negatives on either side. As long as you know which one's which, and this is a switch that has a stop in the middle. So if it needs, let's say if this is a red wire, if you need that, you're going to go down, and then you can go up and give it black. And the reason I like this idea of having the off on it is you don't really need to feed the frog if nobody's running over it. So when I use a throw switch, I throw the switch, then come over and hit this for the whichever polarity it needs. And for me, these will all be red down, black up, because that's the way the track is laid is in front of me. So it's just a way of doing that. Now, if you want a light, you're going to need double pole, double throw. And here's why. Because this is going to the frog, and it will be, positive half the time and negative half the time. So you don't know what the other one's doing. You don't want like two red wires going to this necessarily. So the way I would do it, bring in your power, make little jumpers, because these have to be the opposite of the one up here. Then a black wire down here, easy peasy, that goes to the frog, and then these two go to the light. Now, in DCC, DCC is AC. So if you have regular LED lights, most of them are DC and they will not work. But if you get one that is, like the one I bought is actually DCC and AC, they'll work on both. So, and keep in mind that the voltage here on like my circuit, my DCC system is around 12, 13 volts. So if you got something that can't handle that, you might want to have to put on an adapter, or a resistor. But it's just the way for me to feel more comfortable. As I get older, I get more forgetful. So, like I said, if you don't want the light, just take this out, negative, positive, go into the frog, you're set. So it's not as complicated as I made it seem. And I'm sorry about that. Now, one thing I'll clarify too is I had said in other videos that I've got 7 switches, 7 crossovers that are going to be hand thrown, and I was going to have 7 switches on the board, and I only had 6. Why? Well, I have, almost dumped some stuff on the floor. I got this. I did a video about this, and these are good. When you throw the bar from one side to the other, it'll give the polarity correctly right off of this. My problem with it is soldering these on. Even in my now phase, when I'm better at soldering, this still is a lot. I've got 4 of these over on another table, and I didn't think I had another one of these, but I did. So I stole this one, and I'm going to put it on the one because it's on the far side of the track, and this will just do the job well. So I'm just going to leave that out of the whole thing. So I apologize for being kind of a schizophrenic at times. But, with all this stuff, I just wanted to try to make it simpler for us all. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.